Yo, what is up guys? It is Shiva from Nintencario, and the iPhone X has been out for a couple months now. We've seen many controversial changes, such as the lack of a home button, and the inclusion of the facial recognition system. But the real question is the iPhone X worth it? Welcome to Is It Worth It? And we are going to determine whether or not you should get the iPhone X. Starting off with the basics. This phone is equipped with some serious hardware, ranging from the camera that shoots in 4K 60 frames per second to the gorgeous OLED panel that has a 2436 by 1125 pixel resolution at a 458 ppi. Now, off of what I've said, that might seem like mumbo jumbo for the average consumer. However, it does shape how you use your device. In my testing of this iPhone, I have found that the OLED panel actually helps you get more battery life from your iPhone than previous iPhones, such as the iPhone 7. And compared to competitors, the battery life can keep up to them even with a smaller physical battery. And that is all thanks to iOS and more efficient chips in this device. Speaking of chips, the A11 Bionic chip in the iPhone X is way more efficient than any other iOS device that has been made, and that is thanks to more efficient cores and also the added neural engine, which helps with specific machine learning tasks such as Siri and other machine learning tasks, which saves more battery. Now, the iPhone X is also calibrated to run augmented reality games a lot much smoother, and that's thanks to the A11 Bionic chip and also the new cameras in them. As mentioned earlier, the camera is one of the best in the smartphone market, which won't disappoint when taking a quick shot at an event or even when filming a short high-quality video. The iPhone X can film 4K and 1080p at 60 frames per second on the rear cameras. And the front cameras can also film at 1080p, which also houses the facial recognition system. Now, off of what I've seen with the X's facial recognition system, it can be finicky at times, but 90% of the time it works. For me at least, this is an example of when it is finicky. In the mornings, when I'm getting up and want to check my phone, when I don't have glasses on, it doesn't recognize me like 90% of the time. But that 10%, it sometimes recognizes me. But when I'm wearing glasses, it does. And that just shows you that, yeah, it's there. It's much more accurate than any other facial recognition system in the smartphone market right now. But it still has work to be done too. So, like I said, it's going to work 90% of the time. And yeah, that's the facial recognition system. Now, the final piece of hardware that we haven't really discussed in this video yet is the speakers on this phone. And I can tell you with strong affirmation, that's one of the top, if not best speakers in the smartphone industry right now. This iPhone brings back the same speaker setup that we saw introduced on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, which pretty much gives a more surround sound feel by equipping a speaker up top in the earpiece and also down below in the bottom of the phone. And this pretty much gives a more surround sound feel, like I said previously. And as the second generation of this surround sound speaker setup, I'm seeing richer basses and more clarity. And, Apple even said that in their website. When you go to the iPhone X website, it does say that it offers more bass and more clarity, and I've noticed that a lot. I can actually feel the bass when I'm holding my phone and put it to, max volume. Taylor! I can definitely feel it, and it's way better than the iPhone 7's speaker setup, and I've noticed that tremendously. So, the iPhone X's speaker setup is really good, and you're paying a device this premium, and you should be getting these premium features such as the speakers, and they will not disappoint you. Now we return back to the central question: is the iPhone X worth it? And my genuine opinion, I feel like it's worth it, especially for those customers who are in the market for an iPhone and want to get the best of the best. And this phone holds its ground to other competitors like the Samsung Galaxy line or the Google Pixel line. And, we haven't really talked about other features like wireless charging and water resistance, but that is there too, in case if you're in the market for those features especially. And finally, there is no headphone jack. So if you're looking for that, too bad, so sad. Yeah, it's not coming back anytime soon. And if this phone sounds like it's your phone, I highly recommend it. But if not, there are definitely other alternatives, especially cheaper ones like, for example, the 7 or 8. Anyways, that is pretty much it of the Is It Worth It iPhone 10 video. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more in This Is Worth It series, more technology. And also, if you enjoy Nintendo, we have that too, which my partner Ziad discusses. So that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!